Peace and blessings, family. I am Astarius Miraculi, and this is day 32 of 100 Days of Healing. I've been meditating a lot on self-forgiveness, and many say that self-forgiveness can sometimes be the hardest one. I ask myself the question, what would I gain if I fully forgave myself for all of my life transgressions? What would I gain? For one, I look at God, Source, Most High, the beingness that is absolute and infinitely forgiving. So one thing that I would gain is the honor of following in the footsteps of my Creator, who is infinitely forgiving. If Creator Source, the Most High, infinitely forgives me and all, then who am I to not forgive myself? In forgiving myself, I would also gain a trust in the possibility of me living the highest honor and integrity of my being. I feel there's something about forgiving that creates this space for trust to grow. The rage of resentment blocks the lessons I must learn, and the darkest of experiences may continue to return. When there is not a spirit of forgiving, usually there's some anger, there's some resentment. When I'm in my anger and I'm in my resentment, whether it be anger at myself or anger at another, I'm not receptive to learn what it is maybe that I am meant to learn. The rage of my resentment blocks the lessons I must learn, and the darkest of experiences may continue to return. I also feel that in forgiving myself, I gain a greater ability to forgive others who I feel have hurt me. There's a growing of that spirit, and in forgiving others, then I am also, or forgiving myself and then forgiving others, I make myself more receptive to then receive the forgiveness of others. And so in this now moment, I champion the forgiving of myself to build the trust in my ability to live the highest that I can live. And I think of my mama, my stepfather, and my biological father that I have experienced pain with, going back to my childhood and looking at the abuse that I experienced with mama, and the unkindness and this being terrified of mama and being kicked out of the house at age 16. And certainly there was a time of not being in a forgiving space toward her. But those painful experiences that I had with my mama, is that all that there was? No, there was so much more. And there was many things that I was able to learn, and I became empowered, and much of who I am now is shaped out of some of the difficulty that I experienced with Mama. And so I say to you, Mama, I love you. I see you. I forgive you, and I give thanks for the role that you played within my life. And when I say I see you unto my mama, I'm looking beyond the pain. I'm looking beyond the abuse. I'm looking beyond the mistreatment, because I know that there is something in my mama that is so much greater than any of the pain and difficulty that I experienced with her. I say to my stepfather, I forgive you. I love you. I see you. And I give thanks for the role that you played in my life. It was so much more than all of the fighting and the jumping on Mama and the alcoholism and all of that. To my biological father, who was never there, who I never knew, I love you. I see you. I forgive you. And I give thanks for the role that you played in my life. I thank you for being a part of giving me the opportunity to be born and to be incarnated. And to any and all that have ever hurt me, I love you. I see you. I forgive you. And I give thanks for the role that you've played in my life. And so thank you, Creator Source, for this wonderful resonance of forgiveness and the way in which it can facilitate a total liberation within our world. I am thanking you in advance for the healing of the animosity from nation to nation, being to being, man to woman, woman to man. I thank the spirit of forgiveness for being a healing balm to set things right within my own being, in my own heart, within the being and heart of all, and within the whole world. I love you so much.